My hat is like lime green, so it's like ignoring everything. Oh, that's awesome. What's up, everybody? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We just got a video dropped on us today. I haven't watched it yet, but it's supposedly going to go over the Doom Tower, the new patch 3.0, and kind of what's coming up. So I'm kind of excited to see like what this video is going to bring, because it looked really cool. Anytime Raid puts a video up, it's like crazy graphics, awesome design. So this is gonna be a reaction video, like kind of like, well, I'm sure you guys already saw, but we're gonna go over it again. I'm gonna give you my insight on like what I think about everything. So let's get into it.
Season upon us, we're kicking off the celebrations early by taking a deep dive into the Doom Tower, plus a couple extra stocking stuffers. The tower's due to come out very soon. All the key mechanics and balance are fully tested and locked in, so no more teasers. In this video, we'll
It's locked in. No more
talking mechanics,
no more glitches or anything. So we'll see about that.
Format, structure, rewards, and everything else you might want to know about it.
Cool.
Let's jump in. The Doom Tower is an entirely new gameplay mode. It's a monthly set of challenges that offer a whole host of bosses, items, and rewards. In a nutshell, you clear floors of enemies one by one to get to the top of the tower. You beat a load of bosses, and you farm a pile of materials for awesome new artifacts. The concept is simple, but let's dig into how this thing works. Let's start with the format.
So that 150 energy, do we get that like instantly, or is it like sent to our mailbox? Because the mailbox would be so much better, so that way we can control it.
The tower has two difficulties, normal and hard, each with their own rewards. They're both open.
Wonder if we have to get through normal first to get to hard?
From the get-go, and you can choose whichever difficulty you want to play on, or you can jump back and forth between the two. Second, there's a 1-month time limit. You have a month to reach the top and win your rewards on both difficulties before it resets. When it resets, a new rotation begins and the cycle starts again. Third, there'll be multiple rotations. After the tower resets, the order of the bosses, the enemies on each floor, and the rules in the secret rooms will change.
So if you suck at one boss, you might get screwed on level 10 to continue all the way up to the last boss. So that's going to be interesting.
Meaning a new challenge and a need for new strategies. Fourth, it doesn't...
So we got to get our rare champions up to level 60, and it's just as rare champions, so maybe we can like just have one solid rare champion team to kind of beat these bosses. What are these numbers down here? 2,186. No idea.
It doesn't take energy, it takes keys. There are gold keys and silver keys, and you'll get 10 of each every day. It doesn't sound like a lot, but you don't actually lose your keys if you fail a run, so these 20 go a long way. Gold keys are for battling on normal floors and boss floors, while silver keys are for secret rooms and for re-entering and farming boss floors. So, that's the core format. Now, let's tackle the structure. The tower is broken up into 3 different types of levels: floors, secret rooms, and boss.
We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 floors per day.
Floors. To get to the top of the tower, you'll need to beat 120 floors.
So it's 12 days minimum. Maximum? 12 days max or min to get up to the top. Wow, okay, so 12, okay, so yeah, half a month.
Each containing 3 waves of tough enemies. You can use your gold keys to get in, but for these normal floors, you'll only get a reward the first time you beat the floor in any rotation. You can replay them again without using any keys, but you won't get any rewards.
That's good. Stars don't matter, so we don't have to like do it. We just gotta beat it. So if we have one champion left at the end, good to go. Look at this. This person has 2 rezzers. Basically all Legos.
From it. Then, every 10th floor is a boss floor, where you'll fight against some of the hardest bosses Raid has to offer, culminating in a big finish. A battle against the tower's final boss on floor 120. Boss floors are special and have 2 layers of rewards. First, you use your gold key, you beat the boss for the first time, and you get a little reward. Then, you switch to silver keys, and you can actually farm boss levels for special farming rewards. Forge materials. These forge materials are exclusive to the tower and let you craft artifacts you can't get anywhere else. As you work your way up the tower, you'll also unlock these things: secret rooms. These are optional challenges and don't need to be completed to climb the tower. In other words, if you can't beat one, it won't block your progress. Secret rooms can also be completed in any order, meaning you can skip a room and come back to it later.
That's good.
You have 12 secret rooms on each difficulty, all with special rules to complete them, like only using rare champions or
Champions from X Factor. Oh man. Wait, champions. Okay, so that's good. Rare champions is fine. Support champions only. What? Epic spirit champions only. That's so specific. Epic spirit champions only. Man, void champions. That should be easy. There's a lot of good void champions out there. But support champions, I don't know if these are the only ones.
only using champions from a given faction. You can see a few examples of what these rules might be on your screen right now. Instead of using gold keys to beat them the first time, you'll use silver keys to enter secret rooms, but just like normal floors, you can't actually farm secret rooms. You'll only get a reward the first time you beat them on every rotation, but that reward is awesome. Secret rooms will drop fragments.
Alright, so... Does it drop... So locked. Why is it locked?
Champions that are exclusive to the Doom Tower. You won't be able to get these champions anywhere else, only through fragments found in secret rooms. We'll touch on who these are a little later. If that's not enough, they'll also drop some extra silver keys to make beating them even more worth your while. Back to the tower. Let's summarize what we've covered. There are 3 types of levels: floors, secret rooms, and boss floors. You can't farm normal floors or secret rooms for extra rewards, but you can farm boss floors. Counting both difficulties, that's 240 floors with 24 boss fights and 24 optional secret rooms. That's a lot of content. And to work your way through all that, you get 10 gold keys and 10 silver keys every day. You'll get your 20 keys at midnight UTC on the dot. Now, you can't buy Doom Tower keys at the shop, and you can't get more for gems.
That's so good. So it's like on an equal playing field, so everybody has the same amount of keys, everybody has the same amount of everything. You can't just spam like whales do.
So using your daily allowance of keys is important if you want to beat the tower before the rotation ends. With some basic math, or with a calculator, if you're me, you'll see that you can beat one difficulty every 12 days, or 24 days to beat both. And that's if you manage a perfect run and never fail or lose a battle. But remember, you only lose keys when you successfully beat a level. So if you lose, it's okay. You just learn a lesson and get to try again. Actually, let's hit pause for a second here. This brings us on to something we'd like to talk about before we go any further. The difficulty of the difficulties. The Doom Tower isn't supposed to be easy.
That's kind of like what we said when Faction Wars first came out. Like, how the hell are people supposed to do this?
End game content. It's supposed to be challenging and require some figuring out. But it's also not supposed to be unfair or something only Raid's best players can complete. We want the tower to be a fun, challenging mode for you to sink your teeth into on a regular basis. We're really looking forward to your feedback on this, so don't hold back. Oh, here's a quick tip. If you are stuck on a level or finding it difficult, you can always hit this handy Best Teams button to see all the best performing teams that have successfully beaten the level.
That would be cool. Like, you could have like a guildmate lend you a champion, but that would never happen.
All right, those are the core mechanics. Now, let's talk rewards. Naturally, you get a reward for every single floor or room you beat, but a lot of those will be items you already know and love. So let's get into the specifics of some of the unique drops in the Doom Tower that you...
Was it 5 Dracos? Oh yeah, can you imagine how many poisons you'd have to go against if they all hit you? 20 poisons?
Can't get anywhere else. First, artifacts. After you beat a boss once, you'll be able to re-enter boss levels with your silver keys and start farming them for forge materials to craft some brand new artifact sets. Fatal's pretty simple, but very flexible. It'll be able to fit into a lot of builds as a second set for a little extra stat boost. Untouchable's next, 2-turn immunity, plus a resistance boost to make it harder for the other team to strip that immunity buff. An extra 40 resistance can make a big difference.
That's actually a really good set.
And I think we'll see a lot of Untouchable sets popping up soon. Now, the 2 real special ones, Affinity Breaker and Frostbite. If you're tired of...
This top one I wasn't really sure about. It's a 4-piece set. Like, if it was a 2-piece set, I think it would be way better. What's the other set that...
Dealing with bad affinity matchups, or if you ever wished your spirit champion was basically a void champion, Affinity Breaker is going to be your best friend. It's basically got a 20% chance of...
It's like you're giving up... So the other, it's 2 crit damage for 20%, So that's 40% crit damage over 30% crit damage, 20%. So like, does it really come into play if you're just nuking down the team automatically? Like, let's say one guy lives after you nuke and all 3 other people die. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So this is maybe.
Completely negating a bad affinity matchup and turning it in your favor.
This one I'm excited
Frostbite's another real unique one. It's got a chance of blocking a specific debuff.
This one, if I get a crap ton of resist gear for this one, like put this on the resist champs, on my resist wall team that I built, definitely check out that video. But this maybe on maybe an arbiter, if you get speed.
Freeze, as well as throwing one back on whoever's attacking you. If Tormund's been kicking your butt in the arena, you might want to invest in Frostbite. It's going to be real useful against the Frostspider
and I love it, it's a 2 artifact set.
Well, these all have awesome potential, but to farm...
But go back to that set, Cardinal. Cardinal will definitely be key, especially if you have a Ghost second team.
them efficiently, you're going to want...
So you put them like on all the 3 DPSers, so that way when Cardinal reses, then they don't die. They don't get frozen.
Want to get as high up in the tower as you can. The difficulty gets tougher as you get higher up, but you'll also get a lot more materials. So get after it.
So they gotta redo the keeps, because like when we get 7 basic things in like a max keep level, like that's where they have to go back and fix, because you're a liar.
Now let's talk exclusive champions. As we mentioned, this is where secret rooms come in. Using your silver keys to beat secret rooms will give you unique champion fragments you can't get anywhere else. Here's the important part to remember. Their fragments will drop from secret rooms in a predefined order, so you'll need to collect all the fragments of the first champion on a given difficulty before moving on to the second, and so on. Now we've already covered...
Alright, so we already went over these champions. Going back to the actual champions, these 2 are definitely going to be awesome. So like this is like the lava dude, and then this is the chick that brings them both back. I think these 2 are going to be insane in Faction Wars and obviously the Doom Tower. Anybody that can bring people back for free, like the Skull dude, Vagol, like he's going to be awesome in here.
On a given difficulty before moving on to the second, and so on. Now we've already covered the skills these champions have in a previous update highlights post, so we're not going to dissect these guys in detail here. But if you want to judge a book by its cover, here they are.
She looks awesome.
These are all the champions you'll get on each difficulty and the order you'll get them in. Information. And finally, we have the tower rankings. Each difficulty has its own rankings, and they're split into 2 main categories, global and clan. Players will be ranked according to their progress and how quickly they climb the tower. You'll only show up in the rankings after you pass floor 10. So don't worry if you don't see yourself right away. At the end
So there's rankings that don't really matter, and you don't get gear or anything for it.
of a rotation, you'll also see a pop-up when the rankings are finalized, just before they get wiped and reset. If you've ever wanted to compete to see how fast you can make your teams, now's your chance. That's it for the Doom Tower, but we did promise you a couple stocking stuffers too. We're all...
That's the new champ. Wow, she looks cool. Look at those weapons. That is awesome. I'm definitely going to go for this. So I'm going to make a video trying to go for this girl for the fusion, because it's all new champions, so that's going to be a bitch to try and complete. He looks cool. Girl, guy, whoever that is. Little guy.
Also releasing these special holiday champions.
He's got a bag of just swords. He's like Kevin Hart in that Jumanji movie. He's just got all the weapons.
To help ring in the season, as well as some festive decorations in your bastion. We've also rebalanced 7 artifact sets that were a little underwhelming. We'll keep an eye on how these changes impact the game and the meta. The goal is to make sure every artifact set has its place and its uses, so give us a shout after you've had a chance to try them. There are also a lot of smaller quality of life improvements in version 3.0, so be sure to check out the update highlights. And that's where we'll end this video. I know what you're thinking, Doom Tower bosses, right? Don't worry, we'll be releasing a dedicated video covering all the Doom Tower bosses in just a few days, so keep an eye out for that. As always, hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified when the boss video comes out. Until next time, happy holidays from everyone here on the Raid team.
Cool. So that was a cool video. Like I said, Raid definitely does really cool stuff when it comes to making like videos for this game. I am excited about what's going to happen with the Doom Tower, because again, it's just brand new content. I love this new welcome thing too, by the way. But the champions that we have, it's still up in the air. What is going to be good for this Doom Tower? And I think I have an idea of what's really going to be good. If anybody has like epics or rares that like they have level 60, definitely keep them. Get the gear, on them, ready to go. But I wonder if you're just gonna have one main team that's gonna get you all the way to the top, like without changing it. Like if you have like an Arbiter, basically like an arena team that can just keep rezzing everybody. So like your obviously legendaries, like Arbiter's gonna be really good. Stun guys are gonna be really good. Rosin's gonna be really good. Sile the Drake's gonna be really good. Roto's probably really good. Smash Lord, like all these legendaries that we have, I'm sure are going to be really good getting to that point. Because a lot of people are running like level 20 dungeons. The guys are already level 260 or whatever, so you're going to be used to it. It's really about just controlling the waves. So I made a video of Basher and this guy, a rare, Gnarlhorn, who basically ran level 20 faction wars like without even trying. And the reason is because of the provokes. So no matter who you face on the other team, if you ever provoke on the other team, they're only attacking this guy and they only use their area once. So people with provokes like this guy, bringing him out of the works and kind of using him with his place provoke on attacks 4 times at random, each has 70%, so like 100% chance to place provoke 4 times at random. Where's the void chick? Her is going to be amazing in this. Basically being able to put block buffs up on everybody, provoke, Basher. So Basher and her, these two combos are going to be awesome. Karl will be able to res everybody back up. Like there's just so many good champs in this game that are going to help you get to the top. I was talking about this guy, bringing this guy in because he reses your little tank every single turn, because rezzing up your level rare. Where is he? Oh, he's in my vault. Bringing this guy back every single turn for free is going to be awesome. Making this guy super tanky. Like on this guy, he's got 23, almost 2400 defense, 150 speed, but having them just attack this guy and you just keep bringing him back every single turn is gonna be awesome. So guys, that appreciate it clicking on the video. Appreciate if you watched it already, sticking around, watching it again. Let me know what you think about it. Like if you're as excited about me coming up, like as excited as me about this Doom Tower, because again, it's brand new content, brand new stuff. We have a lot of champions that we can use. And I'm sure you're going to see a ton of videos of like us getting through it and getting all the way to the top and kind of telling you if it's worth it, which gear is going to be worth it, stuff like that. But guys, appreciate the time. Good luck with everything, and enjoy the rest of your week.